Welcome to Founder Voice Podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. Season 2 is here and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey, we're back with Found Her Voice podcast. And today we have Tony because we're all about helping women, right? On here.
That for me is that's really it. I just want people to, start connecting back with people and connecting back with community and connecting back on the basic level.
Yep.
Because we've gone from connecting on this basic level to boom, we can go straight here.
Yes.
Right? If I go on Facebook and I can see everything you're doing, all this stuff and everything, and I can see everything everybody else is doing, I'm comparing you off the top to everybody else on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Most of that stuff is fake.
Yes.
You know how I know?
Yes.
You know how I know? I shoot a lot of that stuff. I'm like, so you want to be sitting in this car you just rented with the fan blowing your hair back like you own this? Yeah. All right.
Yes.
He paid for it. Let's get it done. Lights, camera, action. Let's go. So don't think what you see online is real life, because it ain't.
It's true.
It ain't. Yep. I've seen some people that I've seen online and they've been just great people, and then you meet them in person and you're like, oh, your energy ain't nothing compared to, it's nothing like what you do in the real world. And I've seen some people in the opposite that you thought were snobs, and then you meet them in the real world and they'll take a bullet for you, well, not take a bullet for you, but they'll give you the shirt off. Well, maybe not give you the shirt off their back. They'll lend you a couple of dollars. How about that? And I'm going to pay you back that money. But yeah, so you got to get down to the basis. You got to get down to the basic piece.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the basis and the basic piece is communication before we start going out. It was a time you had to be on the phone with a girl for a week or two before you could even see her. Because you met her, and then you called her, and maybe you talked to her, but then it was like bedtime, get out of here, go to bed. And then it was like, they're not available.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a busy signal because there's no three-way. And we didn't realize that these were engineered controls, which helped us have good relationships.
Yeah, that's right.
But with respect to it, we don't have all of that now, because I can reach you right now. Bing, bing, bing.
Yep.
I can DM you. And then if you don't answer me back, now I feel some type of way about it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm working, right?
Yep.
Allow people space, right? Show interest, and then let them show interest. It's a push and pull game.
Yeah.
Don't be like, hey, what you doing? Hey, where you been? Hey, what you doing? Hey, where you been? No.
That's just women, right?
Yeah. Hey.
They got 100 questions all the time.
Hey, listen. I'm going to tell you something. Seriously, though. Seriously. Men love peace.
Yes.
Men love peace.
Is that why they stay in the bathroom for so long?
Oh, my God. What do you think we're in there doing? We go in there with a cell phone, a newspaper. I'm old. Yeah, I take a magazine and newspaper, something else in there. I'm in there picking up my Final Fantasy picks.
Oh, my God.
I got a tablet posted on the wall, being there watching Netflix. No.
That's another episode.
Yeah, y'all got me. Y'all made me mention their name without sponsorship. So
I'm going to cut that out.
Yeah, perfect. There we go. But yeah, so men covet peace.
Mm-hmm.
Peace is the key.
Yeah.
I have asked my wife for the same birthday gift every year. She has failed me miserably to provide it.
So what is it?
Just leave the money in the bank. That's all I ask. And I'm asking again this year, baby. Just don't buy me nothing. Leave the money in the bank. That's all I want. But that ain't what she hears. She hears, I want you to go out and figure out what to get me to make me be happy. And listen, I'm going to be happy whatever she get me. She knows me, right? But we spent the time to get to know each other, so she knows me. But leave the money in the bank. That's it. That's my peace place. That's
Gotcha.
my spot for peace. And she did one year. She didn't spend money
Mm-hmm.
because she thought money was tight. No, I took the money out the bank. No, I love her. But I knew she was going to want some stuff. And so it was going to be either she's going to go all out and spend this money on me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was going to have to go out and try to make up some more money to spend on her. Nah, I took the money out the bank, turned around, put it back in the next day. She's smarter than me, so she figured it out. But nevertheless, you know, but the key of it is find out what that person's language is. And I know they got this 5 love languages out.
Yep. They do.
I'm not sure what they are. I know acts of gifts
Yep.
is one. And the only reason I know that one is because that's my wife's love
I
language.
feel like that's the majority of women.
Yeah.
It just is. Like, you know, men, I don't feel like they really like buy flowers anymore. They don't show up with like flowers and candy. That's just not their thing.
So let me ask this though. Let me ask this. Do women buy flowers and candy?
Some of them do.
Some of them. So
some of them.
We're going to say we got 10 women.
Uh-huh.
Out of 10 women, how many would you say buy flowers and candy for the man?
Oh, none. Probably none.
Okay. So when we say some of them, we mean minusculely.
Yeah.
Some of them. But here's the thing. Men like gifts as well.
Mm-hmm. They do.
Right? Men don't like gifts to the same value that women like gifts. So if you're a woman and you're out there continually buying this man a gift,
mm-hmm.
you're giving him a different message than the message you're getting when you're getting gifts.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that?
And that's for real.
There's one listener that needs to hear that. I know.
I'll run it back. If you're continually buying men gifts, understand that he's not getting the same message that you get by continually getting gifts. So get him gifts, but moderate how you go. Moderate how you do it. Be exacting with the gift. Because you can get, so my wife bought me a software program
mm-hmm.
for editing video. It was just a small software training program.
Mm-hmm.
I have been talking about it since the day she bought it. And I'm just like, boom. And she was like, if I'd have known it was this simple, yes, it's this simple. I told her, you don't have to buy me nothing else for the rest of the year. I don't need no Christmas gifts, none of that. But it was something that was functional.
Yep.
And that aligned with what I do. So I felt more like she knew me because she was paying attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows this is something that will make things better and easier for me.
Yep.
It's a productivity thing. And she's helping make productivity better for me.
Yes.
Me getting her gifts, so many days went by, where you at? You know, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want you to listen. I don't want you to think my wife's a bad person because I have to say that in public. But no, I don't want you to think my wife's a bad person, but I know her need and what gifts do for her do not affect her the way that gifts affect me. They're the smallest gifts that I give her
mm-hmm.
are like huge. I'm like, I can't believe this.
Yep.
This worked. You happy for a whole nother 2 weeks? See you in 2 more weeks. You know, but so women got to be conscious and cognizant of that, though.
Yeah.
Because when you start doing that, it's not communicated the same way.
Yep.
It's just really not. And that's just from what I've seen. Listen, I ain't no Dr. Phil out here. I ain't no Oprah. I ain't no who the other people. You know who they are. I ain't mentioning their names because they're not cutting no checks to the podcast. But with respect to it, though, you just got to understand that, you know, it's important that you spend that time finding who this person is. My wife's favorite saying is, I'm just trying to see if we like the same movies. That says so much for me in a relationship.
Yeah.
Basically. Well, because when I met her, I said, listen, first rule, and I tell people this to day one. The first 6 months of a relationship don't count. They don't count. And why they don't count is because I'm getting to know you. You're getting to know me. I'm trying to see if we like the same stuff or we don't like the same stuff. I'm trying to see how you're going to act in social situations that I act in. I'm trying to see if I got your back, if you've got my back. And then I'm trying to see if I'm going to be able to put up with your crap and if you're going to be willing to put up with my crap. That takes about 6 months to learn.
Yep.
That takes about 6 months to learn. So I tell people, your relationship really started at 6 months and 1 day. And that doesn't mean that, okay, since I've been here for 6 months, I'm vested. No, that means since you've been here for 6 months, now you're both agreeing and deciding to do the work.
Yep.
You've been around each other long enough to say, I like this person. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying just sit at your house like 6 months is almost here. You know, still go out, do stuff, enjoy yourself. But I supposedly dated a girl because my wife told me I never dated anybody before her. I supposedly dated a girl and we were having a good time. It was fun. It was great. Right. And about the 3-month mark, she wanted to go to, was it Cedar Point? I think Cedar Point.
Okay.
And then we got on this one ride that, no, I don't do that. But I didn't know what the ride did when we got on it. And we got on that ride and there was a boat that goes back and forth like this. And it takes you real high and then you feel like you're at zero gravity and about to fall. Yeah, I don't play those games. I don't play those games. Don't play with me. I don't play those games. And so, yeah, call me soft if you want to. I don't care. I don't care. Call me soft. I don't care. What you gonna do? Nothing. So we got on that ride, and as it's going back and forth, it's terrorizing me.
Yeah.
And when we got off the ride, she said, I thought you were yelling, having fun. But when I looked in your face, I recognized this ain't something you like to do.
No.
I said, no, not at all. And I won't be getting on another one while I'm out here. Now, you're welcome to get on another one while you're out here. And you need me on a ride, I'm going to be over here on these bumper cars.
Yes.
But what we found out was that was a huge thing that we didn't share a commonality on. But for her, she loved going to these types of parks. This was a core thing for her.
Yeah.
And so I was able to recognize that, look, that's a core thing for you. And getting on those rides, roller coasters and all that type of stuff, that's a core thing for you. That ain't a core thing for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hate to say we broke up over Cedar Point.
But they did.
But we did. Point blank and period, we did. So look, listen, I don't want to sound soft, but I made a deal a long time ago, and I'm going to go ahead and share with your audience if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Quite simply, I made a deal with God a long time ago, and I said, I won't get on a roller coaster if you don't kill me on a roller coaster. And hey, he's been sticking to his part, I've been sticking to my part, and it has worked. Who am I to break a contract?
That's
Who
right.
am I?
You can't.
So
Not with God.
You know, but there you go. But we found out though, realistically, that we were matched differently.
Yeah.
But we had been together for 3 months. So we had 3 months worth of stuff we liked to do together. But then when we got to that 3-month part, we started finding out there's a lot of stuff. And then it became, there's a lot of stuff that she liked to do, which pushed the adrenaline.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need to push the adrenaline. Listen, I grew up in a real rough city, all right? I don't need no more adrenaline pushing it in my system at all, you know? So, you know, we didn't break up right then, but we drifted off into 2 different directions. But it was the same thing, supposedly, because as I said, my wife said I've never dated a woman before her.
Because all the other ones didn't count, Tony.
Isn't
that right?
I ain't getting into it. I ain't getting into it. I ain't got no problems with nobody, and I ain't starting no problems with nobody.
That's right.
Take it for what you want. My granddaddy gave me a piece of advice.
What was it?
I asked him, I said, he was with my grandmother forever. Loved him. He was what a man was. When people tell me, oh, well, such and such is gangster, no, my granddad was gangster. He got up and he went to work every day before the sun came up. When he came home, that house separated and everybody got quiet. He went to his room. A meal was brought to him. He stayed up there, watched baseball, got back up the next morning. That was gangster for me. But I asked him one day, I said, you and my grandma have been together forever. What's the secret? I need to know, because I'm not finding the secret out here. And he said something. He said, you're going to be right or you're going to be happy, but you're not going to be both. Pick a lane. And so I tell people, incorporate that in your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just men.
Yeah.
That's women. You're going to be right or you're going to be happy. Pick a lane. There are going to be times when I choose to be right over happy. And it may mean we're going to have an argument, but I chose to be right. But there's going to be times, more often than not, when I'm going to choose to be like, yep, 2 + 2 is 5. Show is. Show is. But you got to pick. What he was basically saying was pick where your battles are at.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that aren't important, let them go.
Yeah.
Let
That's
them
good.
go. So,
I just have one last question.
uh-oh.
So, where is the best place for these women, you think, as a man, to go find a man? Because I will tell you, these ladies are coming to me, Tony, and they are on this, like, I didn't know Facebook had like a dating app in there,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm in a relationship. Like, I don't care, right? You don't
Right.
go out looking for that stuff.
Right.
When somebody came to me a couple weeks ago and they said, I met this man on Facebook dating app and, we talked a few times and then we set up a date and then he ghosted me. And I was like, hold on, rewind. What? Facebook dating app? Like, why? Don't do that. Get off of there. Don't ever do that. Like, you need to get out. You need to go somewhere. And I always feel like I never tell a woman like to go to a bar, right?
Right.
Because I personally, I don't like to go to the bars. I know some women do, but I feel like that's not where you really want to meet a man, right?
Listen, the best place to meet a man, I'm going to be standing out here. No, I'm joking.
You're about to get...
My wife's going to definitely listen. My wife's a black belt, so I'm getting beaten anyway. So I'm going to have some jokes before I do. No. But seriously, I would say the best place to go to meet a man
Mm-hmm.
is places that you go to entertain and enjoy yourself. Now, not specific places like don't go to your gym and meet a man at your gym, because if it don't work out, now guess what? You got to see Mr. Don't Work Out every day while you sitting there doing the curls like, I'm going to go over there and punch him in the face, right? But don't look for places to meet a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just do things and invest in you. Somebody told me a long time ago, they said, when you look inward and upward, then other people will look at you.
Mm-hmm.
So do the things that you enjoy doing.
Yep.
Because then you're going to find people who have the same commonalities that you have.
Yep.
Right? It pays me not to go to an amusement park to meet a woman. Because, I mean, seriously, we're not going to have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
But if I went to, let's say, a Comic-Con convention, well, I'm not trying to meet no women, period. But if I like comics and I go to a Comic-Con convention, I'm going to meet like-minded people there, right? If I, if I'm into, well, I wouldn't necessarily say NASCAR because that's practically a bar with cars rolling around. But if I'm into jazz music, live music, then I'm going to go to events where they have live music, maybe jazz in the park, different things like that. And I'll meet people who have the same commonality. This narrows my scope of having to say, okay, do they do this? Do they do that? I'm doing things that I enjoy doing, and I'm pouring into myself. And when you pour into yourself, people will recognize you. The people that will recognize you will be the people who appreciate you. If you're just going to a place, because listen, men know we go to bars to pick up women.
Yep.
Why would I go? Why would I go to a bar to drink when I got a job, money, and I can buy liquor? I can drink at home, right? So why would I go to a bar to drink? Because I'm going to a bar to pick up women. And let's think about this. You're going to pick up a woman who is already incapacitated because of drinking liquor.
Yep.
Because no woman is going to a bar saying, I'll just take a Diet Coke, unless they're a designated driver.
Yeah.
But, so you're getting individuals more on a predatory stance because I'm already inebriated.
Yep.
Why are you even talking to me if I'm inebriated?
Exactly.
Right? Why are you talking to me now? If you're going, I used to, well, according to my wife, I never went out before I met her. But I used to supposedly go out to clubs because I like to dance.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the night, I was like, I danced.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing. I wasn't going to meet women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I danced with women, but I had a good time dancing.
Yeah.
And so that was my thing. You have to go places that do the things that feed you and feed your soul and
Mm-hmm.
make you happy.
Yep.
And if you find people in those spaces, those are the people that you actually talk to and pursue, right? You ain't
Yes.
never seen a crackhead with an executive. You ain't never seen that, have you? But you've seen two crackheads together, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah, and they stick together, thick and thin, very thin. But because they found two people who actually do and engage in the same thing.
Yep.
You know,
That's right.
I always said I would never date somebody in my field. I married somebody in my field. I still can't figure out how she did that.
She's good like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but the point of it is you have to focus on you.
Yep.
Know that you have value. And listen, know that it always doesn't come right now.
Mm-hmm.
We get so busy into wanting it right now
Yeah.
that we give up on wanting what we want just for the right now.
Yep.
You know, they say when the student is ready to learn, the teacher will appear.
Yep.
Right? Nobody who, and go out and survey people who have great relationships, right? And ask them, how did they meet, what it was? None of them will tell you, or for the most part, none of them will tell you, I was out looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
They messed around one day, woke up and was like, oh, this is it. Where she at? I can't live without her, right? Same thing. Oh, where he at? I want to know where he's at all times. But, you know, they don't go out and look for and say, okay, I'm looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
They were just being themselves, doing what they wanted to do. And they found somebody who enjoyed spending that same time with them. That's the best thing I can tell people. So there's no one specific place you could go. Because if I tell you, hey, go down to 10th and Figueroa, guess what? Every predator is going to show up at 10th and Figueroa now because they're going to be like, well, Tony told him to come down here, so I'm just down here waiting on him to show up. That's just natural, you know? So go to the places and the spaces where you feel comfortable, where you feel safe, where you enjoy doing things. But be careful if you have places that you repetitively go to for enjoyment, like a gym. I tell people don't ever meet nobody at the gym.
Yeah.
Don't ever. And I'm not saying that you can't meet nobody at the gym, or I'm not saying you can't meet nobody that's into fitness. I'm saying don't lose a good gym
Yep.
over a bad relationship.
It's true.
You know? So yeah, and you know, you'll be surprised how many times I've had all my friends tell me, if you and your wife ever break up, just so you know in advance, we're gonna be team her, not you. I'm like, you didn't even know her without me. Yeah, but we like her way better than you. There's a whole different dichotomy there. So, you know, but you just do the thing though. Do the things that you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look for love.
Yep.
Let love find you. Wake up one day by mistake in love.
There you go, ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, because that'll listen, and you'll know when it's there for real, because you'll be like, I can't believe, how did this happen, right? But if you spent the time vetting the person,
Mm-hmm.
and don't do this whole, listen, they got a whole bunch of people do this whole checklist. Well, I'm gonna make him wait 60 days for this, and then 90 days for that, and then because all you're doing is building up for him. Oh, so you're saying this is the hurdle that I have to go over? Because I done already invested for the ROI.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know these are the benchmarks. So once I hit all these benchmarks, then I get my ROI and then I can be out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let your relationship move at the pace that's comfortable for you. You know, I've had some people who their relationships have moved fast. I've had some people their relationships have moved very slow, but they're comfortable for the individual. And it also gives you enough time to vet. And I hate to keep saying vet like I got to do a job interview, but you really are.
Yep.
You're
Exactly.
interviewing a person.
Yep.
You know, and you know, some people get a 90-day interview, some people get a 2-week interview, you know, but I'm not out there pushing anybody for whatever interview length times. But yeah, so I mean, you gotta figure out what works best for you.
Mm-hmm.
move cautiously, move slow, take the time to focus on each other, learn each other, and then learn whether you really want to be around a person. Listen, COVID. Well, let me say, I don't know if I can say that word, so you can edit it out, but that pandemic situation, that redefined whether people really wanted to be in these relationships. And it also made people really evaluate, but it also, if you had a strong relationship, it grew you together.
Yep.
It grew you together. If you had a bad relationship, then you're probably out there at the singles bar right now. So, but that's. I mean, I guess that's it. Unless you got any other questions for me, I just tell people,
That's it.
just be people. That's it.
Just
be
take
people.
it back to the basics, ladies.
Yep. That's it.
That's it. Okay. That's all you got to do. And of course, if you need some branding photos or photo shoot, you're going to call Tony because that's what he's here for. That's his jam. Or a video, I guess, recorded, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do video. Yeah, I love video. I like video more primarily than the. I mean, I like photography too, but I love being able to do things with video.
Yeah.
So I do like product videos. I love doing documentary type stuff or stuff where organizations are trying to get a message out.
That's good.
They're trying to tell a story. The problem that a lot of organizations have, which is the same problem, honestly, this ties back into what we're talking about. The problem that a lot of organizations have is they'll shoot a video thinking that they are the star of the video and they're what the video is about, but they're not. They're the guide for the video.
Yes.
So if I'm saying, let's say we're saying, hey, shiny rocks, there's a problem we got with shiny rocks. And I'm in here, yeah, we got shiny rocks. Well, no, that's not it, right? My job is to actually take you on a journey of why shiny rocks are a problem, and so that's the piece. But I digress. I was gonna say we do the same thing with relationships. We focus on, I want to love, as opposed to, let's go on this journey and see if love is in it.
Yeah.
Let's go on this journey and see if we're compatible. And if we're not compatible, it's okay.
Yep, that's right.
But while doing that, again, make sure you keep their ROI down because that's when you get them crazy ones be singing outside in your bushes because they want to say, hey, I want to get my return on investment. So, all right, I guess I better be done.
Tony, thank you so much for doing this podcast.
No problem.
Appreciate
No problem
it.
at all.
Make sure you go to YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, because, you got to show your girl some love. And then, of course, make sure you check out those advertisements after this. And I will see you next week. Bye.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.